dawn. Like every cowboy, let me tell a song. Every road has its own. Drop it on the ground. I can still feel. So like I was saying, I think the Giants are going to win this. Looky what I found. Ooh, clanging. This. Ooh, look at the back there, huh? Kind of lifted up a little bit there. This is a 413D I found at the flea market. I forgot what a flea market was there for a second. It's kind of interesting. I didn't see this because I looked at it for like 2 seconds. The guy was like, I want 20 bucks for it. And I'm like, it's a 413 and it has towel rack, you know, and it has, it's a little rusty. One of these tanks, the round tanks, right? Free tool. Miley suede, brass brush. That probably was on top of the brass brush. I don't know. I don't know. It's a candy wrapper. And then this piece of metal. I don't know what this is. I don't think it's. Hopefully not. But anyways, let me show you. Already found some interesting things. Oops, pressed the wrong button. Alright, first off, you can see it's been marked. So this guy took it apart, cleaned it, put it back together. There's a little bit of scratchy marks in there. A little bit of something right there. So I think this might have been attached to a stand or... I don't know. It's seen some action. Sorry. It's seen some action. Alright, there's a little bit of wrinkled metal there. I don't know if this is like my other 413, but it's got the hinged grate, which I like. Now the 413, not to be confused with the 425, they're both very similar. The 413 has a larger cooking surface and loud clanging noise. So, and it's got this, there is liquid fuel in here. I got it at a thrift store, flea market. A little tired. It's been a long day. A lot of calamity. Anyways, the guy told me it was his brother's and that his brother has passed. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but regardless, I guess before we can open up the try to wrestle this tank open, I may even stick a boroscope down this. It should just get the right tool for this, but let's just grab what's near me. This is actually, I think this came in, that set of pliers came in another 413 that I found. That one was at a yard sale, no, an estate sale. Okay. That's a fairly, so a leather pump cup. Fairly okay condition. Still a little greasy. So I don't know if he tried to fire this up. Maybe he did. What do you think we should try to fire this up? This is the other 413 I found. This is the 425. This 425 I found at a yard sale or something, and it's just a plain old 425. Got a round tank. All of my bigger stoves like this have this round tank, so not on purpose. They just happen to be like that. Anyways, take a look at that. Alright, you see it is a bigger stove. It's still a 2-burner stove. The 425 is a 2-burner stove as well, but the 413 has a larger cooking surface. The reason I brought, I don't know, let's set you here. Anyways, the reason I brought this, get my head below there. Let's take these. The reason I brought the other 425s over here is to kind of look at a few things. Oh, yeah. Okay. I understand. So, this other 425, I grabbed something else. That was another reason I grabbed it. Anyways, you can see in here, you can see it right there. It's no screws. That's the other side. You can see. You can see there's no screws in there, and here we got screws. So he took this apart at one point, maybe repainted it. You could see taped over that the Coleman logo is a bit degraded. So I don't know if he tried to restore this or whatever. Ooh, excuse me. But you know, maybe the guy tried to restore it, and maybe there's something about this that I don't know. But anyways, I've got this right here, and this is what I had my other 413. This is a propane adapter. Now the reason I'm kind of interested, I'm going to use it to fire it up real quick, but I want to show you something. Twist this off here. So this works perfectly fine with the 425s, the smaller stoves, but the bigger stoves, like the 413 here, if you use one of these big fat bottles, it's not going to fit in correctly. Or at least my other 413, it doesn't fit in correctly. So I'm very interested to see if this will fit correctly. It looks like it actually might be a little bit closer. Yeah. That's interesting. So, oh, and I know why. Because the burners have been moved up. See, this is all the way at the front here. And also you can see the holes back here. So I don't know. And so he widened out this hole. Oh, this has been a modified. But it's got character. I like it. Interesting. I wonder why he did that. I wonder if maybe it just wasn't working correctly. Maybe he modified it. Interesting. Look at, this is the 413. You can see the burners are back here, right near this hole, and this hole is circular, right? And this one has been repainted as well. But you see the hole here has been, you know, cut out a little bit more, and he's moved it forward. And filled in the hole. He welded? Huh. And it looks like, no? Huh. Cool. Interesting. The reason that the reason why I wanted to show you that is, let me show you on my other 413. That's why there are so many different, you know, variations of this. And who knows, right? This other one, maybe it was moved back. No, because that hole, why would you open up that hole like that? Interesting. Let my stupid brain chew on that for a minute. You know? Anyways. You know what? I'm curious. I don't think they're supposed to be all the way up front like that. So, this is my 425 here, and looks like the burners are slightly more towards the front. And this is just a 425. There's no A, B, D, or C. No bloody A, B. Yeah, and then this one's, it's slightly to the front, but they moved them farther to the front. Interesting. Okay, so I just love mysteries. Anyway, so what I was going to show you is that on the 413s, oh wait, I'm putting the propane and the propane adapter, and you get it in kind of like that or whatever, but this bottle is all the way up against here, and you can see it's not quite fully seated. I think turn it that way. Yeah, and you kind of have to move it around or whatever. That's why I got one of these, which is thinner, and it allows it to fully seat. Excuse me for a second. All right, I didn't realize I had shut off the whole video there. So I hooked up this, and because these burners have been moved forward, this makes it so much easier for this to fit in there. I wonder if maybe that the person that previously owned it got tired of dealing with propane with white gas, and did that for the purposes of having this propane adapter. Although I just found the tank in it, so this lovely view of me. I fired it up just a second ago, but it was not on video. There you go. See that? And this other burner works. Oh, the burns burn. Like Hannah burner. Alright, YouTube started suggesting all these videos from Hannah Burner to me. I'm like, oh, she's kind of funny. I think if I was friends with her, I would call her Burns-O-Matic. Burns-O-Matic. I have potentially on the way a really ugly looking Burns-O-Matic lantern. Actually, not ugly. It's just I like it. So, oh yeah. So that's where we were. We were looking at this, and let's take a look at this pump cup. It's, you can tell, it has seen oil in the last little while. So I don't know. Pardon me. Oh, I like this. I like that it's been modified. You know, I mean, yeah, I do like to have, new things or whatever, but I like the fact that he did something to it. And then this plate, I wonder if he was having problems with. Oh, that is an interesting question. Will this make it? Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I think I understand why. Because I'm like, wait a second, this isn't gonna work. Well, I wonder if he could not find a generator for a 413, so he just took a 425 generator and modified it so that it would fit. And that looks like it. And it doesn't fit, doesn't seat in there correctly like it should. Let me go digging. Where are you? Yep. That is entirely why, because this this generator is a different size. Tank is the same size. Interesting. Yes, yes, yes. So either he, the previous owner of this, they may have just taken a 425 tank and modified this so that it would work. Because take a look at, I don't know if you can see that. This one on the left right here is the 425. Oh yeah, look at the difference in those two. So you just see the whole difference, right? But yeah, I'll show you how it looks. And what I was looking at but not showing you. See how it's very loose? I was just showing you about how loose the other propane adapter is. But that's very loose. And I wonder if the reason that he put this thing in here, right, I'm guessing, goes in between those two. See, it's tall enough, right? It goes in between, right in between here and there, so that there'll be less flame going, because it'll escape out there. So that's an interesting way to go about fixing that, but should work. Now let me switch up a little bit here, show you what I mean. Let's take a look at, well, first off, this propane adapter, still a little warm, has its stepped, right, for different sized openings. Now this is the 413 tank from my other 413 that I have, and take a look at how it fits in there. It fits right in, right? It fits perfectly in. The other one has a lot of space. So, I don't know when all this work was done, and the guy was maybe in his 50s, and his brother, I don't know how old he was, but I wonder if all of that was done in the name of making this tank fit. Because I wouldn't be surprised if he found this, oh wait, maybe not. Because it doesn't fit in between there. I thought that this might be a shield for that, but no, it's not. It's got some fluid in there. So that's why I was grabbing that. But yeah, this was all done in the name of fitting this 425 either tank or or just generator, that he probably couldn't find any 413 generators, because they are kind of hard to find. I thankfully have not had to look for them, but don't you ever say I just walked away. I will always want you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of like Miley. I mean, sure, yeah, she sure is nice to look at, but something about her insanity or whatever, you know, that goes, oh, I understand that. I don't know. Interesting woman. Let's see if this pumps up. What kind of fuel is in there? Because I have not checked the fuel. Oh yeah, this other tank had a check valve issue, and I replaced it with a... I thought I heard a noise, but let's take a listen. Let's see if you can... Getting wind. Alright. So, this tank cap, I'm not sure. Very weak. Alright, so... Pumping. You know, and really, it doesn't have a ton of issues. Let me... Yeah, I wonder if he found the stove without the tank, which that happens sometimes because of those propane adapters, and just couldn't get this running. Because it does seem to have a little bit of an issue holding pressure. Oh, there we go. That's not bad. Does not smell that horrid. But it should be pumping up a lot more than that. So I don't know where it's losing pressure, but it is. I won't mess around with that. Let me... pump the heck out of this. And yeah, it's just barely flowing. That's decent pressure. I may know why. I know why. Because my oh, that's the O-ring for it that fell. I don't know if this is a replacement. It's pretty dirty. Dang it. Dang it. I think that this previous owner may have dumped gasoline in here, like full-on unleaded gasoline. Okay, so like maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell. That's right. Interesting. So that's a possibility that maybe they dumped gasoline in here. That's why it's not wanting to pump up all the way. Could be a few other places. Maybe it's leaking. Well, also this shouldn't affect it too much. Interesting. Does it say it anywhere on here? Oh. No, okay. All right. I was going to say, did he have to move the things too? No. Okay. So, where is it? There is it. So, try this thing out. We're going to plug in my propane adapter. I was hoping to get it running off of the gas like that, but I'm just going to run it off of the propane because that's so much easier. And that's interesting. I wonder if that's, I like to wonder. I wonder if that's what happened, is that they did that. Which, that's perfectly fine, because I have been looking for a reason to stick a Dharma Initiative sticker on something, and this may be it. I don't know if the brother story is true, that the guy said, because he said his brother passed away, and that was his brother's. Maybe he was a hobby guy. He did this for a hobby. Anyways, what are we going to do? Gonna have ourselves, yeah, I know, at least I skipped lunch today. I'll talk about, having, needing to work on things. I came home and there was some calamity going on, and I just went, no, and I left. And by calamity, it's just, people doing annoying things that they shouldn't be doing. That I should be more patient about. So, leave it at that, right? I think most people understand that part. Look how easy that is. I mean, you could have a nice, cool stove like this and run off of propane, right? So you can take this out to camping or glamping or whatever. You don't want any of those slick-looking propane stoves. Yeah, when you can have a cool stove like this. And I did not bring out anything to knock around these sausages with, but that's what we're going to have tonight. Old jalapeno cheddar cheese sausages. These are from Walmart. Look at that. It's a runner. That's what I'm going with. I don't know. I just like this stuff. Yeah, that's totally why they did that. And so yeah, we've got ourselves. See the flame right there working. Nice burner assembly and all that. Very interesting what they did with this. And my guess would entirely be because they did not have a 413 generator that they could find, which I think when I found that other 413, I looked for generators. I think I could only find like a dirty old tank that may or may not have had a generator on old Coleman parts, which is a resource if you're one of those a hobbyist like me. So while those are starting to cook up, let's struggle with this. I guess actually, you know what? Let go. I'm gonna leave this like this and set this over here because I need to clean that out and get that seated properly. I don't know why it came out like that. You know, problem exists between, so is it keyboard and chair? The pebcac or whatever. Yeah. But that's man, I like that. I like that it's been modified. I don't know why. It just you can see why I might like old Miley Cyrus, because I have a taste for the non-standard, right? And if you actually have ever heard her speak, she's a little non-standard, and I like that. I like that a lot about this and her. So what's my step 2? We got something else I gotta show you too. Step 2 is a water. Alright. The other thing I want to show you, gotta be careful, is this right here. I got this propane lantern from the same flea market for $10. And it is clean. I don't think it's ever been used. And look at this thing. This is your standard two mantle Coleman lantern. It says it has electronic ignition. Let's knock you around with my dirty fingers. But the reason I was really interested is because it had this piece, the at the bottom of the case. Now this is the little holder for the bottles, so that you can set it down like that. Anyways, I gotta yeah. Oh wait, it's all one piece. It's all one piece. Let's try not to drop this, because this may have never been fired. I don't know. Oh, wow. Some Silk Light 21As. Wow. 2 packs. That's worth the $10 as is. It's got 3 packs. So, just for the mantles alone, I believe it's been fired. The other thing I want to see is, see if you can see it. You turn it on. Can you see it? Yeah, it sparks. It sparks. Alright. Now let's do something crazy. I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I mean this right here is a solid propane lantern. I'm not going to put the mantles on just yet because I'm going to reach for, there are, oh wait, let's get this discolored bottle here. It was sitting out in the sun on a barbecue outside for a little while. Don't you forget about me. La, la, la. Okay, reason I can smell you. Alright, the reason I want to is, oh no. Now it's not wanting to. You know, all of these, see, the reason I was doing that, even without the mantles, it'll run. All of these that I have, they will not run, or the sparker, I have it, all of these, the only other one that I have, the sparker does not work. I was a little excited there because it looked like the sparker worked there. Anyways, you can see it. Don't do that too much, but anyways, it does work. So, right. That's all I wanted to do, because these sausages are almost done. I'm hungry. I really am, because I really did skip lunch. I was already, like, I just got tired earlier today, and I don't know why. Just walking around that flea market took it out of me. I'm going to shut this off. The cast iron will continue doing the job. Keep these warm. I'm going to get these buns that we got like a week ago. Hopefully they aren't. Dang. Poop. I'm going to do a blasphemy. I've done this before. I don't know why I keep doing this. There's a little bit of mold on the other ones, but these ones are just fine. They're not. Because mold is spores, and the spores have already impregnated this thing. But I've done it before, and I was just fine. I'm not lying. Poodoo. Alright, I keep these two apart because these other two doesn't smell spicy at all. Oh, they're a little hard to get apart. They're just cheapo whatevers. But I would normally it's also not smart to undo the lid and shake it like that, you know. I got it all over my hands. Horseradish mustard. I don't usually put stuff on my hot dogs, but I've been doing this with the horseradish mustard lately. Alright. Grab it with our dirty fingers. Oh, I'm so hungry. These are so good. They're pre-cooked. Yeah. Fully cooked. They're right there. So that means all you really need to do is just get it up to temperature, or get it up warm enough. I think you're ready to rock and roll. It's so good. Well, that's about it. Right? I got to show you a few lanterns. I'm going to gush about Miley Cyrus. Alright, well, it works. It is a very interesting modification here, and I'm proud to be the owner of this thing. I tried to ask the guy what his brother's name was, but he got busy with somebody else immediately because he said $20. I'm like, sure. And I was handing it to him, and I was putting my wallet away and stuff. And someone else walked up, and I asked him, but I guess he didn't hear me or he didn't want to tell me. But I don't know. Let's say his name was Mark. And this one's to you, Mark. This is a cool modification. I really appreciate what you did to make this work. Engage.
Decent.